Hello everyone, it's me Luthfia. Today we are going to learn about teaching pronunciation. Before we discuss about teaching pronunciation, let's start with a question. What is good pronunciation? Most of the people will say or will answer if we speak like native speakers. The statement or the answer is not false, but it may raise a number of issues. Since native speakers has Since native speakers have different accents, such as Australian, American, British, and etc. So Jeremy Hormer, in his book The Practice of ELT, states that the key of successful pronunciation is that we should be intelligible. Intelligible means that if we are speaking, all of the people know what we are saying. And then there are two major problems in pronunciation. The first is what students can hear. Most of the students experience this problem when they learn a foreign language. They have difficulty in listening the pronunciation feature of foreign language. The second problem is intonation problem. Not only having difficulties in listening pronunciation, the student also have difficulty in listening tunes or identify different patterns of rising and falling tones. And then how to teach pronunciation. There are many ways in teaching pronunciation, such as minimal pairs, working with stress, working with intonation and stress, and sound and spelling. Let's start with the minimal pairs. How to teach minimal pairs in the classroom. So this is the simulation. Imagine that we will teach intermediate student and the purpose or the aim of the lesson is the student will be able to distinguish between two consonant sounds. And here are the steps. First, give the student list of words. This is the example of the list. Tell the student that you will say some sentences. We will say some sentences. And then ask the student to take the words that they hear when the teacher say the sentences. So the teacher should choose one word that the teacher say. For example, the teacher will say, small shops are often expensive. So the teacher should take the word shops. And the next step is ask the student to say sentences or phrases using one or other of the sound. Tell the student to look at the following chart. They should fill it in for themselves. So this is the chart. Ask the students to stand up. They should go around the class asking their friends the question. When the students have finished, ask some of them to tell you what they have found out about their college. That is about minimal pairs. And now we will move to the working stress. How to implement working with stress in the classroom. So this is the simulation. The purpose of the lesson will be the student will become more aware of work stress, and we can implement this activity in any level of students. And here are the steps. First, the teacher divide the student into 2 or 3 each group. And then the teacher tells the student that they are going to make a word by standing and sitting. Every student will say one syllable. The student who say a stressed syllable should stand up. And this is the example. Now we will move to the working with intonation and stress. And here is the simulation. We will teach a student with elementary level or above, and the aim of the lesson is the student will learn to identify a person's attitude from their intonation. The first step that the teacher should do is give the student list of a conversation and tell the student that they are going to listen to a conversation. Ask the student to pay attention in the word really and ask them to guess whether the speaker is interested, surprised, or bored. After that, the teacher should confirm and explain. This is the example of the conversation. So the students should pay attention on the word really and they should guess if it is surprised or bored or interested. When the student finish, the teacher should confirm and explain. After that, ask the student to write sentences about things they have done recently. Ask the student to read their sentences and the teacher will give reaction with the word really. Ask the rest of the class to guess whether it sounds bored, interested, or surprised. Now we will move to the sound and spelling. And here is the simulation. Imagine that we will teach elementary student, and the aim of the lesson is the student will become aware of different ways that certain sounds are spelled. The first step is the teacher gives the students a reading passage and asks them to read aloud in their minds. After that, the teacher asks the student to find all the words which they think contains the sound a, as in a bus, ah. And then when the student finish, the teacher should confirm and explain. After that, give the student list of words. This is the example of list of words and ask the student to identify and put each word in on the columns in the chart according to how the O part of the word is pronounced. For example, could. So could, students should put the word could in the appropriate column. And then when the student finish in putting all of the words in the appropriate column, the teacher should confirm and explain. So that's it about teaching pronunciation. If you have any question, you can write it in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Goodbye.